Hey guys, this is Luthais and welcome back. Today I am going to be bringing you guys the first dev blog for 2020. Basically, 6th of March. And we haven't heard much this year yet, but yes, let's go through it together. They start off by saying, "Hello survivors, it's been a while, but now is the time for a brand new development blog and we have a lot to cover. Since the last update, we've listened to a lot of feedback, read lots of suggestions and made some changes based on those. So without further ado, let's dig into the good stuff." Okay, so first is the weapon balancing pass. This has been on our task list for a long time. We kept pushing it back since we had more important matters to take care of, but we finally decided to do it. Since the release of the game, we've added a lot of new weapons, but never really went back and adjusted old weapons' damage, meaning that the current damage range of weapons in Miscreated is really wide. Some rare weapons had the same damage and stats as common weapons, and weapons overall were just too powerful. For the next update, all weapon damage will be rebalanced properly. Additionally, the headshot multiplier has been drastically reduced. We've lowered it from 10 to 3. Now, right there on the multiplier on the head, I think that is very, very good because 10 just seemed like a very unnecessary number to me. Just to give you guys the numbers here, the Wastelander did 36 damage. Okay, so multiply that to the head times 10. That is 360 damage. Okay, so whether you shoot a guy without a helmet on his head with an A-core or a Wastelander, it really didn't matter, so the times 10 multiplier on the head didn't make a lot of sense to me. So the 3 times does make sense. I just thought 4 or 5, would be a good multiplier. But I've got no problem with 3. So I like the multiplier on the head. Really gives them some options when it comes to armor. And then, they included a chart below to highlight the changes. Then, of course, they just say the numbers on the left that you see are the old numbers, and then the numbers on the right are the new numbers. Okay, so the snipers went from 80 to 65. The axe went very low. That's almost half. That's like a 40% reduction there. So you're going to have to hit a guy 4 times with an axe if you don't get a body shot. 4 times if he's got no armor. If he's got armor, you're going to need to hit him more times than 4. Hitting a guy more than 4 times with an axe, even with this. Okay, with 3 shots you'll be able to kill a person here, but if he's got any kind of armor on, it's going to be 4 shots. So yes, it's really limiting the melee weapons. Let me check the cleaver. They basically took everything down. The nailed knuckles went from 40 to 20. Well, that's a bit more realistic. I thought the nailed knuckles were a bit overpowered. Kept the squeegee the same. That's funny. But yes, you can always pause the video, guys, or here's the address. That you can just, or you can just pause the video to look at the damage values. So the damage values have been lowered, on different percentages. SMGs, everything has been quite a bit nerfed. Bows, not. But that doesn't really make a damage because arrows goes through armor, so whether it's 48 or 40, you're still going to need to hit a guy 3 times to kill him, depending on how much life he's got left. 48 made it nice because if you added bleeding damage to your arrows or fire, to your arrows, then you could kill a guy in 2 shots, which I thought, was quite realistic. So yes, I don't know how to feel about the damage reduction on the weapons. I have to see that real time to see what effect it has. But I think the damage reduction with the new multiplier on the head isn't that bad. I mean, depending on the damage reduction, but there's not a lot of damage reduction on sniper rounds. So that gives you 180. Now it's 160, it's 195. It's 195 damage. So you're going to need at least 40% damage reduction, to take a headshot from an A-core. And I really don't believe any guy should be able to take a headshot from an A-core on M40. But in any case, additionally, we will be tweaking the weapon spawn pool to refresh gunplay in Miscreated. Some weapons that are more common now may become a little less common, while weapons that used to be rare, uncommon, may become a bit more common. Don't know how I feel about that one either. Yeah. I feel rare should be rare and common should be common. That's literally why it's called common, and uncommon. Yeah. How do they put it? Some weapons that are more common now may become a little less common. So common aren't common anymore, and uncommon won't really be uncommon. Depending on how much they change that, it's not that bad. And then as part of the weapon balancing pass, the armor system has been revisited as well. We've broke down the system into 3 tiers and simplified it to offer the same protection regardless of calibers. Tier 1 will offer 25% damage reduction, Tier 2 35%, Tier 3 55% reduction, and armor protection will scale down based on the item condition. Okay? Which is normal or good. So in order to ensure full protection, you keep your armor at full health if possible. This change, along with the reduced headshot multiplier we've introduced, should make armor much more useful and properly protect you during gunfights. Very interesting. So these percentages are going to go right through. Okay, so tier 3. This is tier 3. So if you're wearing this helmet with a 55% damage reduction overall, we've broke down the system into 3 tiers simplified to offer the same protection regardless of the calibers. The same protection regardless of the calibers. So 195 that an A-core does minus 55%, that's less than 100. So you're going to be able to take an A-core shot to the head. 55. Here's even 65. Don't know why they're including the alien helmet, because you can't get that on Orca Island anymore. Don't know if you can get it, on the Canyon lands, but I mean, you don't get alien drops anymore. And that helmet, is just on Canyon lands. So I would have loved to see something new since they revised the armor as well. I would have really liked to see something new. And yes, the armor definitely makes a difference now, but let's just take this. So with the Wastelander, 32 minus 55, 16, so it's 32, because it's 55% damage reduction, so it's about 15. 15 goes into 100. 6, 7. You have to shoot the guy 7 times in the head with the Wastelander. But I mean, with the Kevlar or with the protection these helmets have, I don't even know if a .22 is going to go through, depending at what range you do it. So yes, guys, I don't know. I think it's a good initial idea, but I think they'll have to tweak it here and there. It's something to look forward to. I would have just liked more armor. We've had this for a very, very long time. And I don't know why this is forcing us to play the desert map. I would love this to be on the Orca Island as well. Okay. And yeah, I would have loved them to introduce something. You know, this 65% is extremely high. The alien helmet is a bit far-fetched. It still looks cool, but I would have liked, you know, just one or two new models with the helmet and with the armor. Okay, and then they've got the weapon attachments. You know, long ago we've introduced the attachment system to the game. We added a few attachments along the way, but never truly finished implementing it to all weapons. While it's not 100% finished yet, just like the complete snapping system is not 100% finished yet, so this could take quite a while. The attachment system will now be compatible with most of the weapons. You'll be able to attach silencer, sight, scope, flashlight and laser to most weapons that have a rail. Some exceptions may apply. We added rails to weapons that didn't have it before, like the MP5, Shuriken, and also modified the AKM and the AK-74U to include a rail mount on its side, so you guys can attach whatever you want to. Reminds me a lot of Scum. As long as the attachments, you know, doesn't glitch through the gun, that will make a huge difference, so that I don't have to reattach my attachment every single time, you know, for it to show up right. And yeah, I'd love to use a 4x on any hunting rifle. So hopefully this improves a few things. I like this, you know, you can use red dots now on the top attachment. And then some of you might like this. I don't know how I feel about it. I hope this weapon is quite rare, but they say in the past updates lots of changes has been made to the rating system. We've introduced explosives rating, limited melee rating to wood tier, made it much harder to raid plated and metal tier bases. We've received lots of feedback regarding the system, and one recurring topic was to bring back the melee rating. Yep, bring back stuff for the clans of 10 or 20 people, because they love to hit bases constantly. Okay, let's just stay positive here. While we don't want to bring back melee raiding as a whole, since it's making base raiding in Miscreated trivial due to how easy it is to get tools and repair kits. Exactly. That's why you changed it in the first place. It doesn't mean we can't add a different way to raid bases. That's why we've decided to introduce a sledgehammer. The sledgehammer is an uncommon tool. After you said uncommon, stuff is going to be more common. So I really hope this is quite uncommon. Okay? Because clans will be able to farm, you know, a server to death. But okay, you won't be able to craft it, and its repair kit can only be crafted from another sledgehammer. Each strike is slow and deals 200 damage to base parts. 200 damage. Well, that's a strong shot. A repair kit should spawn along with it. Okay. To ensure that you can fully repair it. Okay, but still, if it's got a certain health bar to it, you know, I don't know, I think the repair kit will probably be full. I don't know why they can't just make the weapon full, you know, like make sure the weapon's health is full, but maybe that's combined with the other weapon's health, that's random, you know, and then the repair kit. But the repair kits are usually not full as well, so I don't understand that really, but in any case, blah 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 blah, the current balance is 6 wood walls. One sledgehammer can destroy 6 wooden walls, okay? 4 plated walls, 4. Okay, 6 wooden walls make sense, it's a sledgehammer. 4 plated walls, holy shit. And then 2 metal walls. Okay, so let me just get this straight. We need 16 C4s. To get through a metal wall. But the sledgehammer can go through 2 metal walls. Well, I don't agree with that at all. Breaking a wood wall should take 50 hits. That's quite a lot of hits for a wooden wall. I think it will take much less shots with a sledgehammer to get through a wooden wall, you know. And then 75 hits for a plated. So from wood, all the work you have to do to get it to plated, then it's only going to take the guy 25 more shots. And then times 100 for metal. So this thing will be able to deliver 300 shots. I think it's a cool idea, but I think the implementation of it sucks really, really bad. So in that case, I hope it's extremely rare. But okay, let's move on. Locked storage crates. It's been requested a few times. Okay, so basically all they're saying is that they're gonna give us new models for the storage crates, and that someone else won't be able to access the storage crates, okay? But you and your clan members will be able to access your crates as normal. They will just look different, you know, to make it realistic that you can lock them. And to break into them, like if you're raiding that base, you need to damage the crate below 50%, you know, to break the lock, to access the crate, okay? And then I really love the shotgun. So here we get to some juicy stuff. So no new helmets, no new armor, with a whole revamp on how armor works, but we're getting 5 new weapons. What better way to revitalize gunplay than adding brand new toys for you to play with? As part of the new update, 5 new weapons will spawn in the world. Okay, the SAS-12, most of us know the SAS-12, I really like it. Of course, it's a tactical shotgun, has 10 shots, semi-automatic shotgun, and it can shoot any of the 3 shotgun ammo types. It's compatible with most attachments, which is cool. Akvel. Okay, so the Akvel is an automatic assault rifle. It has a built-in suppressor and uses 20 rounds, 7.62. Okay. It can use an extended 30 rounds magazine and compatible with most attachments. Okay, and then a Uzi. Lovely. Don't think you can really put attachments on this gun. Secondary slot. I love this. I mean, I love the Uzi. The secondary slot is really great. Like the sword of shotgun was a great option, you know, for your secondary slot. But I think the Uzi is also a really fantastic option for the secondary slot. And it can only take a silencer. And then we've got the M97. That's an old grenade launcher. Shoots a 40mm grenade round. The grenade doesn't stack in your inventory. Okay, so you're gonna have to carry this in one of your primary slots. So it's either this in a sniper rifle or either this in an AR. I just want to see how it works mechanically. Hopefully the grenade explodes on impact, which will make it a really, really good viable option. You know, we can get some real crazy guys running around with these weapons. Of course, they said the more rarer weapons will be more common. Okay, so hopefully you won't search yourself to get death to get one. So yes, it's not bad. I would have just loved them to add it as an attachment, like on a mod 16, you can have the grenade launcher underneath. Like a 2-in-1 for most guns. Okay, that's how a lot of grenade launchers work. This is a very it takes your options away. So to carry this thing instead of carrying a sniper rifle or an AR, I really hope the grenades explode on impact. That will make a major difference for me, because at the moment grenades and explosives have no impact because you can't cook them. So if these grenades can explode, on impact, that will help a heck of a lot. Yes, we know it's an old grenade launcher. And then they say the AK-5V, just Google it. Pew pew. PewDiePie. It's an automatic assault rifle. It uses 30 round 5.56 times 45 magazine, and is compatible with most attachments. And yeah, the Canyonlands map. While the general consensus was that you guys wanted a smaller map, we understand that it doesn't mean empty. We've heard your feedback, and Marco has been working on expanding the Canyonlands map by adding a brand new town for you to explore. The town includes a brand new sheriff's office, an airstrip, and plenty of houses for you to find loot at. Well, this area looks quite normal. Maybe it's a bit revamped. New police station. One story. Interesting. Oh, Iron Suns DLC. As promised, when we released the Iron Suns DLC, we added more skins to it. The new batch will be skins usable with the new weapons, including the next patch. Skins. Okay guys, I'm not completely sure how I feel about this. The Canyonlands I feel is a waste. There was things that I warned Marco about, like the bases being like them making it so that you spawn in a town, all the time. But the people could build their bases very, very close to the towns, just sniping all the fresh spawns to death. So, yeah, I told Marco that the border was going to be a problem. They didn't see it as, any kind of issue. The vehicles flipping over rocks, they fixed that. But that was after the rush that we had that weekend. So, yeah, I think the Canyonlands map should have been tested beforehand to fix these problems, especially the fact that everyone's spawning in the towns, so the towns can very easily be camped in the beginning. People built their bases completely around those towns, just sitting in their bases, harassing people that are spawning into the game. And a lot of those people, we've only got about 1,000 concurrent players, over a good weekend. So we topped 5,000. So that means 80% of the players who came into Canyonlands were either new or people who came back, and left due to certain reasons. So 80% of the people coming back are, if they came in the first day, it wouldn't have been bad. But clans work very, very fast. So clans would have been able to put their bases up really, really quickly around all the towns. So I'm just thinking, there's a lot of things that they dropped the ball on Canyonlands. It is a beautiful map. It really entertained me, for 2 weeks to a month. But it did get old really, really quickly. It is very, very PvP based, and yeah, I don't know what it needs. I can't put my finger on it. Expanding the part of the map that hasn't been opened is a good idea. But yeah, I just can't put my finger on it. But that's why I say, yes, Marco put a lot of work into it. It did make them money. A lot of people bought the game. Don't know how many refunds there were. Although I did warn Marco about the refunds and the bases being too close. But I mean, who am I to understand, what gameplay is like? So yes, I am going to make a video, okay? I'm going to end this video. I think it's already too long. I am going to make a video of the 10 things that I really think they need to do this year. The 10 things that they need to focus on, to open up the floodgates on this game, and to fulfill the dream that we have of this, being bigger than Scum or Daisy. We can't really compare it to Rust, but definitely Miscreated should be the only option to survival fans. Okay, and I really feel Miscreated can achieve that. They can have a bigger player base than Daisy. They can have a bigger player base than Scum. So I'm going to make a video, where I give my feedback and what I think they should do. Whether they watch it or not, it doesn't matter. At least I know I've done my part, like I always try to do, and I know it's out there. So one day maybe when they're scratching their heads and they've got no idea, why they can't get the player base to skyrocket while they've added so many things over the years. They've upgraded the graphic system. They've completed the entire map. They've brought up a new map. They've brought in, airplane crashes and airdrops and a whole bunch of stuff. Freaking cool northern bunker. But still the player base hasn't improved. If you put all that work into a business and you don't see major returns, then you're missing something. And I hope to fill that gap for them. Whether they take it seriously or not, it's got nothing to do with me. I can't control what other people do, but I can definitely, control what I do. So yes, guys, overall, the new guns isn't a bad idea. I don't know how I feel about the damage. Please, in the comments below, tell me how you feel. With these damage reductions, doesn't matter what the caliber is, that's going to be quite interesting. I don't think it's going to be that one-shot kill zone anymore. I really think you're going to need to use a lot more weapons, and if there's still damage reduction at distance, it can become quite frustrating, if you have to shoot a person 15 times because of the damage reduction when it comes to distance. And then the damage reduction of the armor. Okay, so I really hope this has a great effect. I don't think it's the answer. And I don't understand why we're getting 5 new guns and attachments, but we can't get... I've been speaking about this for a long time, but I'll cover that in the other videos, guys. Or in the video that I'm going to make, that I just told you guys about. So please, down in the comments below, tell me what you guys think. Tell me how you feel about this. And yes, write, give me your suggestion, what you think is the missing ingredient that they've been missing, for the last 2 or 3 years. or the last year or the last 2 years. You know, since the map has been completed, the graphics engine has been improved, and we've got a ton more features than what we had. Tell me what you think is the missing ingredient down in the comments down below. But anyways, guys, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and click that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, then yeah, you can subscribe, because I'm going to be covering a lot of subjects, and I'm going to be bringing out some big videos for you guys, just for us to brainstorm a bit about the future. And then, of course, constant gameplay on my hardcore server. And yeah, just click that bell button, so you don't miss any future videos. Hope you have a great weekend. And yes, I'm a bit lost with how I feel about this. But, I always try to be positive, and I always hope for the best. But I'm still going to make the video with my 10 ingredients, that I think this game is missing. And I'd like to know your guys' opinion on this as well. So have a great day. This is Luthais. See you guys in the next video. Cheers.